Hello everyone and welcome back to FTB Infinity. Last time we left off we had just made ourselves some Galacticraft equipment. So today we're going to be continuing on in that vein. There are a few more machines that I want to get done before we even attempt to get into space and so on and so forth. Where did I put the charcoal? Probably here, yeah. So the first thing we're going to need to worry about in space is oxygen. So actually let me just look up oxygen. So we're gonna need oxygen tanks to go on our back in here. Now obviously the best option would be a heavy oxygen tank. So for that we're gonna need some red wool. Not a problem, we've got tons of wool. I even have it currently on me. And red dye, I've got, well, look at that, I've got 3, but I need 6, since I need to make 2 of these things. So we're going to go ahead and grab our good friends, the Botania flowers. And do I have a mortar and pestle? No, I don't. I don't think I do. Can't imagine why I would. Unless it's in my tools. No, I'm pretty sure we don't have one. So, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna have to make one of those. So uses. I guess it would be shapeless. Yeah, there we go. Stick, plank, bowl. Do we still have bowls lying around? I think we still have bowls lying around. Yeah, we still have bowls lying around. Mortar and pestle, there we go. Floral red powder, which also doubles as dye. Red wool, 6. Easy peasy. And then I'll put you over with the hoe. Okay. So we got that. Next thing we need are these tin canisters, so that's just 7 tin each. And that gets me 2, actually. So since I'm making 2 of these, I'm going to need 6 of these. So that works out perfectly. So 7 times 3? 21. I need 21 tin. There we go. Not a problem. Boop. Yep, 6 tin canisters. Lovely. And 6 of those. Now we need 6 of these, right? 1, 2, 3. So I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 iron, and 12 coal. That's tin. I don't know why I keep hitting the wrong thing. 12. And 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. Not a problem. And then we just have to smack these 2 in here. Wait for that to go. Our Botania setup is currently generating mana as fast as it can. I could probably add some more endo flames and make everything go a little bit quicker, but regardless. I don't know what the reach of an endo flame is. I think it could pull from one more block out. I'm almost positive it could. But really our bottleneck right now is this, if I'm not mistaken. If this guy could pump mana more quickly, we'd be golden. Although the mana distributor might also have a limit. I don't know. I just don't know Botania that well. Regardless, we're in Galacticraft now, so it's not our problem. This will get us all the steel we need. And then we'll have ourselves top tier oxygen tanks. Interesting. And one more go. Boom. Lovely. 6 compressed steel. Not a problem. So there we go. We have 2 heavy oxygen tanks. And those go right on our back. So now we have this crazy Terra Steel set up with 2 little oxygen tanks on our back. Not too bad. Now obviously we're going to need a helmet to keep all that oxygen in. So we need to make an iron helmet and a bunch of glass panes. So let's go get that stuff going. And I'm very curious to see how that looks over the Terra Steel helmet. So 6 of you. There we go. Alrighty. So iron helmets. Oxygen mask. Can I scan you? Yes, I can. Boop. Can I scan you? Probably. Nope, cannot. So we now have our oxygen mask on. Kinda hard to see. Maybe take off my Terra Steel helmet for now. From the back, it's a little bit more prevalent, but the Terra Steel helmet mostly fits inside. Mostly. So we've got that. Next thing we're gonna want is the oxygen gear to get the oxygen from the tanks to the mask. So for that, we're gonna need some oxygen pipes, which are actually pretty simple to make. I'm gonna need quite a few of these. So did we have 12? We had 12, so there we go. I need 5 for the for this alone. So then we need the oxygen concentrator. So we need compressed tin, tin canister, compressed steel, and an oxygen vent, which is compressed tin and compressed steel. Not a problem. So all in all, how much compressed tin do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 12 tin for the compressed stuff alone. Actually, 1 block is going to be enough. Then 3 of you. Okay, that goes perfectly fine. Now I'm going to need 7 tin for the canister. So let's get that going. Easy peasy. We're gonna have an extra tin canister, but that's okay. I'm sure I'll find a use for it eventually. Those are almost done, so now I'm gonna need... Let's find out how much compressed steel I need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna need 10 iron and 10 coal. Not a problem. There we go. Alright, so we now have... Well, we're gonna have to make the oxygen vent first and foremost. So that's not gonna be happening right away. I love that the electric compressor also has the added benefit of producing things 2 at a time. Boom. Alright, get to work on that. And then, let's see. What else am I missing? Anything? No, we're good. So I actually only need one of you to make the oxygen vent. There we go. And we got the rest. Perfect. And then that gets us our oxygen gear. So now we can draw oxygen up to our mask from our oxygen tanks. Unfortunately, our oxygen tanks are empty, so we're gonna have to sort that out the very next thing we do. So let's see. Whoops, don't need that open. Alright, so let's actually take a look at what we need for oxygen. So, obviously, we're gonna have to compress oxygen to our tanks, so we're gonna need an oxygen compressor. So that's gonna require some compressed aluminum, another oxygen concentrator, some compressed steel, and some compressed bronze. But how are we gonna compress oxygen? Well, we're gonna need to collect oxygen. So we're going to need to make an oxygen collector. So let's see, that's compressed aluminum, an oxygen vent, 3 compressed steel, an oxygen fan, which is 4 compressed steel, a basic wafer, and a piece of redstone. Tin canister, which we already have, an oxygen concentrator, which needs another tin canister, so I'm going to have to make 2 more anyway. So that's fun. Okay. We should probably get an estimate on steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 times 2 is 26. So I need 26 iron and 26 coal. Okay, lovely. So we'll get started on the steel. And then anything I can make right away. I can make the basic wafer right away, so let's do that. So I need 2 redstone, a diamond, and 2 silicon. So let's go upstairs, get some silicon. Two of you, perfect. One of you needs to be in torch form. And then let's go ahead and get our thing going. Wrong machine. There we go. This is just about done, so we'll be able to put these in for steel. Bing. Not a problem. 13 of that. Okay, basic wafers are done. Actually, now that I think about it, I still had basic wafers. That was stupid. I forgot that it makes 3 per recipe. Yeah. Oh well. I'm sure I'll need those eventually. Specifically when I'm making an oxygen system on the moon and in space. So now... anything else I can make? I can make the tin canisters. Not a problem. Okay. Let's see. Compressed aluminum is what I need next, probably. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if I don't need it next, it's the easiest thing I'm gonna need to make here. After that, it's all compressed tin. So, both of you, like so. Alright, so what can I make now? I can make this right now, so let's get that going. Need a piece of redstone, and then we're good. Okay. There you go, oxygen fan. Easy peasy. You sound like you're done. Yeah, you are. Okay, oxygen collector. Next thing I need is I need the oxygen vent. So 1, 2, 3 tin. 4, 5, 6 tin. 7, 8, 9 tin. So I need 18 tin. There we go. So that'll do its thing. And then that should be everything we need for the oxygen collector. And the oxygen collector just collects oxygen from the ambient environment. There's nothing special we need to do because we are currently in a place that is filled with oxygen. However, this is going to become a much more difficult process once we hit outer space. Which is why I was kind of excited that you can get oxygen out of water now. That's actually going to be super helpful. Although, I wonder at what rate it is. I can't imagine it would be like crazy overpowered, but I guess all oxygen is passive generation, so it's not like... Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I need to make 2 vents. Right? One for here, one for there, yeah. Okay, now we can go ahead and make the collection. Concentrator, I should say. And then the compressed aluminum, and that gets us our oxygen collector. Which is going to be a bit tricky to set up here. Because you're going to take power in from one side and oxygen out the other side. Okay, so yeah. So power will go in. Yeah, let's just get this up and running. I need a power cable. There we go. Also gonna have to get rid of that. Okay. Got the torch. And I'm actually gonna put you up here. So now, this guy is collecting oxygen for us. You can see the particle effect of it. And he is now full on oxygen. I remember the power strain of these things being quite substantial. But it doesn't seem like it's too much of a problem right now, so that's good. I still don't know what we're gonna use for power on in space. I suppose these things would still be my best bets. I don't know though. Regardless, we are at time for today, so that's going to do it for this one. So thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all that fun stuff as always. If you did enjoy, please consider leaving a like or a comment. Any and all feedback is very much appreciated. And I do love hearing from you guys. Also helps me out a ton. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.